welcome back. We are here for our next session of our one shots with our group. We're playing Misty Fortunes and Absent Hearts, the Adventures League um, campaign. I am Get Off McCloud. I'm your DM for this evening, and we have our group that I'll introduce here in just a second. Um, Thank you very much for tuning in once again. This is brought to you by Sparkles Mandy on Twitch and RPG Sidebar. If you'd like to come by and check us out, our URL is twitch.tv/sparkles_Mandy. And you can find us most nights going live at 8 o'clock p.m. Central. This campaign has been very fun. We are down a player today, but that's absolutely fine. We have our normal group that comes through for this campaign, except for the one, and we're going to have a great time this evening. Last session, they journeyed over to the Glumpen Swamp near the city of Flan, and they were tasked with finding a Gur humanoid who had made off with some jewels from one of the townsfolk that were residing at the Crossing Inn, which is a inn just on outside of Flan by the crossroads, about 10-15 miles away from the city itself. We have they journeyed through. They found the Gur gentleman named Relinen, who was trying to pass them off to a fence, a gnome seller of stolen goods, for holy water. We're not quite sure why. But as we continue on, we're picking up at the end of that adventure where they have escaped the swamp itself. They have Relinen in their custody and the gems. And I will bring them all on board now. Give me just 1 second.
Why?
Hey guys.
Go why?
Hey.
Hey!
So, as I was saying, we finished off our last session with going into the Gloompen Swamp and finding our Gur gentleman whose name was Relinen, who had stolen some gems and was trying to pass them off to a fence for sale. You're not quite sure why yet. You do have him in your custody as you make your way out of the Gloompen Swamp, just barely missing an encounter with some twig blights and vine blights. Which at the tail end of your adventure, you were pretty hurt. So, good move on most of you. Excuse me. But to bring everybody up to speed, we have from left to right, we have Monsieur, our dwarven cleric, Domain of Light, played by Andrew. Tony Saint in the chat. We also have our elfin wizard. We're not sure what he is yet because he's level 1. We'll find out in a level what he's going to be. But his name is Tazar, played by Kovu. We have a Verdun warlock with a mysterious buddy that we have not actually met yet. Seems to just talk to him. He seems like a nice guy at this point, but he is our unclassified magic user at this point, named Tavax, and this is played by Jazzy. And then lastly, we have Zinkus, our fresh-faced and sandy-haired half-elf, fighter, played by Mac. So, guys, you are all ready to go. We are just leaving the Gloompen Swamp, and you have your journey to make back to the Crossing Inn just outside of Flan. I have a map for you that I will share here. Where did I put the map? And share. All right. Does it look familiar? No? Yes? Maybe?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so if you see the Crossing Inn is the little house there right outside of Flan. The Vanishing Hills is where you went to go and find the kid with the fire wand in our first adventure. The Gloompen Swamp with the diamond in there is where you found the gems, and then you have the sword with the coins, and that's where the one Gur that you heard about. You don't really know too much about that area yet, but that's where he went off to sell the swords that he stole from the watch over at the Crossing Inn, and then the star in the Quivering Forest is where the other Gur went, the old man who had tiptoed away from the Crossing Inn with some herbs that he had stolen. So these Gur that have been here at the Crossing Inn for a few weeks now, as I said before, they didn't cause any problems at first, and then in the last couple of days, it just all these interesting misdeeds occurred kind of simultaneously within a day or two of each other. And these Gur, as I said before, they are traveling entertainers, merchants, traders of some sort or another, kind of like gypsies. Not particularly trusted, but not really known to be anything more than just simple travelers that maybe a coin or two might disappear on with their presence, but nothing more than that. So we are going to pick up with your exit from the Gloompen Swamp, and it's about a 2-day walk back to the Crossing Inn from where you're at currently, based on the map. So you have the four of you are here. As you look around, the mist has grown very heavy, and as you leave the Gloompen Swamp, you see that Bernice has walked into an area that's pretty heavy with the mist, and as the wind blows it away, she is no longer there.
Where'd friend go?
She was just over by the mist. I'll walk over towards there.
Roll me a perception check as you look around.
Okay.
Now this is the area just outside the swamp. So this is where like the boggy ground starts to get a little bit more solid and firm, not quite so wet. And with a 21, you look around and you see the trees, the grass, the mist floating in the distance. The mist around you currently is pretty opaque. You can see through it for about a good 20 feet. And you do not see Bernice. You do see her footprints in the mud, and then nothing else going from her footprints. She's just gone.
That's strange. Her footprints stopped.
It's a
Maybe
mystery.
she jumped. Maybe she jumped really far.
Sounds like a good idea. I'll jump really far.
With your strength at a standing jump, you can jump about 10 feet.
Okay.
And you leap up in the air and you land about 10 feet away. And looking around, and with your 21 perception check, you still see no footprints. You notice that you saw yours and you saw where you landed. The footsteps where you landed are much deeper in the mud because you landed there.
I don't think she would have went this way. We would have seen deeper footprints.
It's starting, guys. This is what I was trying to prevent. I need this is, oh God, this is what we were trying to tell the people. The bad things are starting to happen. This is Relainen. Surprisingly enough, as Zinkus walks away, Mansoor, you notice that Relainen doesn't at all try to distance himself from the group. He's standing very close and looking very afraid.
I don't know who this character is. Can you explain that one back to me?
Relainen, he
Is
was
this the one that wasn't.
he was one that stole the gems, and then when the fight started, he just fell down into the water and didn't fight. He's the Gur that stole the gems from the Crossing Inn.
Gotcha. I'd say nothing.
That seems to be their favorite tactic.
Stick my head in my bag. Hey, sorry. I got these things for you. You said you like Chinese, and I'm gonna move the 3 gems that I took so he can take them from me. as a gift from me to him.
As you put them in your hand and push them into your bag, they disappeared. And oh, these are good. These are good. Good job, Tavax. Thank you, friend.
Thank
I
you.
thought you,
Thank you.
I thought
I'm
you had
happy.
already put them in the bag.
I held them like in there, but I hadn't talked to him yet.
Okay. Okay. No, it's fine.
I'll let you know if I find anything else.
Oh yes, more shinies are always good.
I'm glad you're happy.
No, we should probably head back because I'm pretty sure Miss Bernice can take care of herself, and if any one of us could take care of herself, it's going to be Miss Bernice, and she probably saw that this part was all kinds of squishy. She probably backtracked. She's really smart in the woods, so she probably just backtracked. She's probably already at the tavern. We need to catch up.
Now, are you
Oh,
saying that
God.
confidently, Zinkus, or are you kind of worried, or what's your feeling on stating what you said?
Little bit of both, because well, he really trusts Miss Bernice, and you know she can handle herself, but she's also probably the leader, so he thinks that like them just standing around here looking for her when she's already headed back,
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna like give them a ration of shit when they get back, like 15 minutes later than she does.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, if you're looking at the map, you guys are currently standing right about there. You took the forest trail through the northern part of the Quivering Forest and then broke up to the northwest to get to the Gloompen Swamp. Um, you are, of course, more than welcome to take any way back that you prefer, but that's the way you went.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back to the trail.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. I'll pull my head out of the bag.
Bye. Thank you. And as you pull your head out of the bag, you feel you see it or on your around your chest this real quick burst of fire. You don't feel any heat, but fire, and you get back 1d. You get 1d6 healings for yourself. Roll me a d6. Just a little something to keep you going. So you get 4 points of
thank
healing.
you. Thank you. I knew you were such a good friend.
Actually, you gave him 3, didn't you?
I did.
Roll me 2 more d6s, please. All right, 5. So you are fully healed, sir.
All right, guys, where are we going?
We're gonna head back. Try to catch
Back
up
to
to
camp.
Bernice.
We have to go back to camp. We have to get back to camp. I have to talk to the family. This is terrible. This is don't go in the mist. Don't go in the mist. Bad things happen.
I'll just start walking back, walking down back to the path because figure that's where she went.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
All right.
just gonna follow right behind him, just kind of marching, all happy.
We're both just like obliviously happy walking down the thing.
As you,
Follow along as well.
What's our grumpy babysitter doing?
would that be the dwarf?
Yes.
Mind the trail, boy.
Alrighty, I need a survival check for whoever's leading back to the trail.
I think I'm leading.
Roll me your survival check, please, Mac. All right, with the 14, it takes you about 3 hours to get back to the trail right about there. And at this point, it is getting dark. The sky has been overcast all day as there was rain when you left yesterday. Today, this whole day, it hasn't rained much since the morning, but it's been overcast, as I said, all day. And as the night kind of comes in, the overcast just gets darker. And it's probably about 7 p.m. at this point.
That checks.
We should keep going.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Keep.
Okay, wait. If that was 3 hours to get from the X to the dotted line,
Mhm.
we probably have another 3 hours.
Let's see. Roll me a d20.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
What is time?
Chronomancy.
The power of positivity. No, you idiot. It's chronomancy.
That's right. As you get back to the trail, you see that it's empty. In this hour, the highwaymen aren't really a big deal here. Between the Citadel of Encalis, the Castle Vathar, and then Flan itself, the road between the two across the top of the Quivering Forest is very well patrolled. You don't see a guard tower within eyesight, but you know that patrols of soldiers go up and down the path every few hours, a couple times a day.
I'm going to look. I mean, we generally know the direction that we came from, right?
Yeah, you would definitely know that.
So if I look down the road up and I don't see Bernice, I'll be like, oh, we're really far behind. She's going to be so mad at us.
He's gonna be mad at you. She likes you.
We'll just blame the dwarf. Short legs.
As I look at my little legs. Yeah. Mhm.
As you guys are getting closer to the trail,
Naruto run?
you see Relinen getting more and more nervous as he sees the forest, and just watching the mist float through the trees of the forest and then dissipate. He's it was there and then it's gone and now it's over there, and he points to the northern part of the trail, and it's definitely a heavy wall of mist about 70 feet away or so, but it's not see-through anymore. This is definitely it blocks your vision after 70 feet. But the darkness is coming, so those of you without dark vision, or those of you with 60 feet of dark vision, wouldn't see it much anyway after about another hour or so.
Yeah. I'm going to throw my arms behind me and run.
You roll me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, hold on.
And you sprint off, and you make it a good 90 feet. And as you get away, the path back from the Glimpen Swamp winds across frozen lowland where mist clings stubbornly to every hollow. As you run, your boots crunch across the frostbitten grass. This is not a road, this is a trail, so it's mostly dirt, to be fair. The sound oddly muted between the gray shroud above. Hours passed in weary silence until the land rises gently ahead. The black wall of the Quivering Forest comes into view. The gnarled tree line claws at the horizon, its skeletal branches swaying, but you feel no wind. At your side, Relinen continues to grow restless. He mutters under his breath, I must get back. I can't. This is terrible. His eyes fixed on the looming forest, his grip on his cloak tightens, knuckles pale against the fabric, and suddenly his steps falter. Sybil will know what to do. And then he bolts. With a burst of surprising speed, he breaks from the path, his cloak snapping in the cold air, and plunges headlong into the tree line. So, Mac, you are 90 feet away, and the rest of you are about within 5 to 10 feet of Relinen when he ran off. So, with the first action, he's about 30 feet away at this point, it being his full movement. He has about 75 feet to make it to the tree line itself before he gets into the shadows of the Quivering Forest.
If I'm 90 feet ahead and running forward, I probably didn't even see this.
Yes, you're sprinting. You're like a deer in the thicket, bruh.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast towards his feet, trying to like hit him in the feet.
Roll me to hit with your Eldritch Blast. Please don't target anything.
Whose feet?
Relinens.
Misty be like, hey, don't run away. Pew!
So the 13, you hit about 10 feet behind him. He doesn't pay any mind, and he continues to jet another. Well, Zimbus, if anything else you want to do, Mansoor or Tazar.
Tizer, I want to probably try to keep up with the little girl. So I guess.
By little, he is mass wise, bigger than you. He's a grown man.
Okay. I don't think I really have any decent spells to actually cast. I don't believe I have any spells to cast because we haven't really long rested.
Right. All of the spells you used last session are still gone.
Yep. And so is my face stepping and whatnot.
Mhm.
Guess I just try to book it as fast as I possibly can, movement wise.
All right. So if you're gonna try to keep up with him, oh shit. Move that there. That goes there. I need an athletics check, please, or acrobatics, your choice.
I am better at acrobatics.
Oh, not good enough. So as you try to duck and weave through the roots and branches, as you get to like the onto off the path and onto these there are sparse trees here. This isn't the forest itself, but it's like the trees leading up to the forest. You lose ground as you attempt to not trip over the roots and the detritus that's on the road itself, and you are about 15 feet behind him. He made it through 30. You're 15 feet behind him.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't really see what else there is I can actually do, so let's move on.
Mansoor, do you want to do anything to try to help with the situation?
No, I'm just gonna keep walking down that trail.
Alrighty. So he's going to sprint another 30 feet, and he's going to make it within 15 feet of the quivering forest. Zinkus, at this point, you hear the Eldritch Blast go off and hit the ground with this sound, and then this as it hits the ground. You stop your running, you turn and look back, and 90 feet away, you see the party basically on the roads. Tavax is, not Tavax, Tazar is 15 feet off the road, running through the forest, and you see Relinen making a beeline into the underbrush.
Oh, shit. I'll run back.
Okay, so you can move, I think it's 35 feet as your standard movement. I need a athletics or acrobatics check if you'd like to try to get closer than that.
Okay.
All right, with a 21, you managed to make it another 35 feet, so you are 70 feet. Now you are 20 feet. Let's see, we're 20 feet from trying to do geometry in my head. I'm going to say you're about 20 feet away from him with a dash.
Okay.
Is there anything you'd like to do before I move on to somebody else?
No, go ahead.
All right. We'll just keep going in the same order. Tavex, anything you want to do?
I'm gonna try to hit him again. This time I'm gonna hold my fingers up and line it up like Zari taught me. Like, oh, that's what we gotta put it right between the fingers.
And you're trying to hit him this time?
Yeah, just hit him in the legs, trying to knock him off balance.
Alrighty. You may roll me a to hit. on Relinen. So target him up and roll me to hit with your Eldritch Blast. And that's a hit. Roll me damage. He's a commoner. And as your Eldritch Blast hits him square in the back, he pitches forward, hits the ground, skids for a good 2 feet, and falls to the ground inert. Dead.
Oh, I got him. He stopped running. See, I got him.
You killed him.
We did not know that.
We don't know that we don't know that.
That right there is definitely something that Jack Sparrow would end up saying. We don't know that we don't know that.
We don't know what we don't know, and therefore we don't know that we don't know.
As you hit him, he falls to the ground, as I said. He's just lying there, not moving. The mist inside of the forest is moving through the trunks of the trees very slowly, 15 feet away from him. It's not getting any closer. It's not getting any farther. But as you look on, he doesn't move.
He's just sleeping. That happens to me too.
Who's the strongest?
At this point, I
Alright.
think we're just seeing our dwarven friend just kind of keep walking down the path, I believe.
We probably should bring him back. We can't leave him out here. He'll get
Yeah.
eaten.
I can't carry him.
How far away is he?
From the road, he's about 60 feet.
I can't reach him in a minute, so
Also, that brings to forward a good line. NPCs do not roll death saving throws, so when they die, they just die. So if you have Revivify and 300 gold worth of diamonds, that might work.
I was gonna try spare the dying,
Ooh.
but that has a time limit on it.
It does. And you are 60 feet away. And I think Spare the Dying, you have to get to them in how long is it?
I think it's a minute. Let me check here real quick.
I have a health
Or-
potion. I have a potion of healing. If I could get to him, I could probably give him the potion of healing.
That's weird. It doesn't have. It doesn't show a time on here. That's weird. But he has 0 hit
Oh.
points. All it says.
So Spare the Dying is when they're rolling death saving throws but not dead yet, you can stabilize
Okay.
them.
But you said he's pretty much dead then.
He's dead, yeah.
Okay. Then there's no point. We can bring him back. I mean, not the only thing we can do.
He was a
I
bad
could
guy
try to
anyway.
pick him up. I got a 14 strength.
Well, we gotta at least bring him back to his people, so they can take care of him. I got a 15 strength. I mean,
If you
Fuck you and your 15. I'm just kidding.
if you just want to try to take him back, it's going to impede your speed by about half because he's heavy and you're carrying him. You're not super strong. You're strong for a person, but carrying another full-grown man will definitely slow you down.
it's more of a drag.
You can always cut his head off and carry his head back. That's a
No.
lot.
No.
Very smart. Very smart. Less weight.
Dwarves are logical, if nothing else.
No,
He was
we
a
didn't
bad
kill
guy.
the other guy. No, we didn't kill the other guy.
What other guy?
The one that we saved yesterday or the week before.
The kid.
The kid.
Oh, I wasn't here for that.
I say we just bring him back. It's the right thing to do. We can't leave him out here. We can't chop his head off and return with the head. That's kind of morbid. Because then we'd have to find a box, and then they'd ask all kinds of questions, like what's in the box?
What's in
Where
the
did you get
box?
the box?
It's in the box.
Where did you get the box? Whose box is it? Yeah.
I might have a pouch. Hang on a second.
We have a bag of holding.
That I do not have.
We have a bag of holding so we can keep them fresh.
No.
Yeah.
That would be a very
No.
interesting trip to the artificer. I need a bag of colding, please, for transporting dead bodies. What?
Didn't we have a wagon?
No.
Where's the wheelbarrow the albino had? Did you leave it with the albino? I'll drag him back because it's just right. We can't leave him here. And
If we
can't
all kind of
mutilate him further.
drag him, one leg, one arm, we could probably move at 3/4 speed.
I don't think we're dragging him at that point. I think we're just mummering him.
If two of you are willing to drag him at the same time, I will say that it will, instead of making it the journey back an extra 2 days, it'll be just an extra day.
Okay, we're on a dirt road. You said, like a snow-covered road.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fashion one of those gurneys that you see in every medieval movie that they just like. They kind of just
A litter?
It's like, yeah, a litter.
Okay, so what do you want to use to make your litter?
The branches of the trees that are right over there.
Any
pull out a
small
small
trees.
knife.
All right, so if you'd like to go into the forest and cut down a couple of branches, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
I will need a D20 roll.
Okay. If this fails, somebody else has to do it.
Yeah, that fails. Your sword is very poorly equipped to be cutting down trees, and you're more just hurting the tree than actually making any headway.
What kind of check are we making for this?
Just a D20 roll.
Just a T.
And
How
then-
do I do?
You grab a D20 from the bottom of the of Fantasy Grounds, and you drop it in the chat, or roll it in the chat rather.
Okay. Oh my god! What the frick dice?
You try to help with your dagger after Zinkus gives up, and you're just sawing through this branch, making absolutely no headway at all.
I'll give it a try.
I hate Fantasy Grounds. This tabletop.
We do not talk bad about Fantasy Grounds. We love this platform. Your dice rolls are your problem, sir. With Monster, with
Dice and it helped me.
a 15, you take your warhammer and you just smack right outside of the cut that they've started to make, and the branch itself comes down. It's not pretty, but you have about a good 10-foot long branch.
Snap it in half, and we have rope. I know we
have tons of rope.
Okay, then we tie him to the two pieces, and
Yep.
two people drag him.
Alrighty, so this is a dragging. You're not both carrying a side of the litter. One of you's taking a handle, the other one's taking a handle, and you're just pulling them.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of
So-
those
I
kind
mean,
of.
there is 4 of us. We could carry him like he's in a coffin. I mean,
You could do that as well.
except one of us is really little, so
That would be
Yeah,
kind of
never-
that would be a problem with the height differential.
well, he goes in the middle then. Then he goes in the middle.
You ever seen the Navy SEAL like log thing where one dude's like 5'4" and he's like trying to touch it but he can't? Yeah.
You win some, you lose some in buds. All right,
You're
so
seeing like one short person trying to help out with carrying something, that in front and behind the short person is a gigantically huge person that lifts up the short person off
Yep.
the ground from the other end.
pretty much. So this takes about an hour for you guys to get a branch, cut it in half, fashion a securing device with your ropes between the branches and the body. His head and legs are kind of hanging off either side of the rope for the splitting a 10-foot branch in half is only 5 feet long, and he's about a 6-foot tall dude, but it works. and you continue your way down the path towards Flan. You have about, I would say, maybe another 2 hours at this point of travel time, and you're going to cover at this point probably about 3 miles, and then finally, as night is fully set in and the dark is encompassing all around you, and you see the mist to the north and the south of the trail itself. Um, what do you decide to push through, and because you can continue going on, and you might take a level of exhaustion, um, pending a Constitution saving throw, or you can take a rest.
Where are we at around?
So you started off, yeah, that's about where you're at.
Okay. The only thing we can do now is set up camp.
Yep.
We can at least try to recover.
Yeah.
Is T-Rex evil or something? Why would we kill the person we were supposed to bring back to the freaking town?
Do you
He's
say
trying
that?
to stop him.
I mean, that's a perfect time for a discussion.
You want to have this conversation now?
The milk has been spilled. Now let's talk about it.
You don't have
T-Rex,
to.
are you secretly evil? Is that why you accidentally killed the person we were supposed to bring back safely?
No, everybody's my friend. He just was running away. I tried to stop him. Forest is a scary place. If I was running away in the forest and I was talking crazy, I hope somebody would stop me too. Because if I woke up in the forest, I'd be very scared. And especially alone, look at me. I'm tiny. I'm like food.
You do sleep with that bag on your head, right?
No,
Oh,
gets in the way of the ears.
just checking.
So, taking some time, you managed to find a couple of small branches on the ground near the forest that you can use to light a fire if you'd like to, or you can not have a fire. It is very cold, it being about 20 degrees in this current evening. Um, the wind is picking up now, and it's kind of going as you're in this. As you're at the start of this pass here between the mountains on one side, the hills rather, and then the quivering forest on the other, it seems to like be this wind tunnel that kind of intensifies the wind. It is probably with wind chill maybe about 12 degrees.
Does our dwarf has a
That's
cloak on?
risky.
Say it again.
Does our dwarf have a cloak on? Store, do you have a cloak on?
Well, I have I can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Do you have a cloak? Like,
I have
Yes.
a.
You have common clothes and you have vestments.
Yeah.
I would say in common clothes you have a cloak. It's not very weather worn. It is more for looks than anything else.
And chainmail, so that should help with the cold.
Yes, because metal's a great insulator.
I'm gonna just go and be like, dwarf bid, and I'm just gonna get and sit right next to him and like get close and kind of pull his cloak around me so I'm pressed up against him.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, friend.
And I go into my bag and get my bedroll out and I throw him in it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
There you go.
thank you. Oh,
You know, consent.
It's just something to keep my feet warm.
Right.
What are the rest of you doing?
Basically doing the same thing, bedroll, and like you're kind of using it as like a blanket to stay warm. Wrapping yourself up in it. Do I have one? No, I don't.
Do we have torches? Because if I have 10 torches, we could definitely make a fire out of 10 torches if we all have 10 torches each.
We have torches.
There's just 10 use. No, it says quantity.
Yep.
I got 10
Wait.
torches.
Yeah, so we can lay out some wood,
Okay.
and I have a 10
We have-
bucks.
Yeah. I have one too, so.
Alrighty. So would you
Go
like-
ahead, nature boy. You go ahead and start the fire.
Okay.
So while you guys are shivering, waiting for Zinkus to start the fire, Zinkus, I need a survival check. DC is going to be an 8. So you're actually really excited to start this fire. You've never started a fire. You've like watched your dad do it in the hearth back at home. You have your brand new tinderbox that you opened up, and all the gear inside is fresh. You actually have to break the twine that's tying it shut. And as you open it, you see that there's a little piece of flint and some tinder inside of it, and a striker on there. And you definitely go about striking the flint, and sparks happen. You use the tinder to catch the sparks, and you get a small flame that's growing on the tinder. And as you put it underneath the torches, you give it a couple of breaths as you blow on it slowly, trying to get the wood to catch. And finally, in about 5 minutes, so it's your second try, it works.
Okay.
It's a good thing it's cold outside. That body won't spoil then.
So do you keep him near the fire? Or-
No.
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 Okay.
Over the fire.
Over
Slowly turn away.
We're roasting.
I am butch free. You're gonna eat it.
Okay,
We're gonna pat him with salt.
that's a lot of salt, dude. All right, so you have
No,
a.
we
Mhm.
kind of put them in the snow on the side,
Okay.
away from the fire, behind us. Lean up against it like it's a log. No, I'm kidding. We don't do that either.
What do you actually do? Because you have
Just-
a fire, and if you stay within 5 feet of the fire, you're warm. You're warm enough to not have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, we'll put the body that we're trying to preserve behind us, so we're blocking the heat from it.
Okay, so I would say about if you 15, 20 feet away, he would not be inflicted at all by the fire. He would actually probably freeze in the night and make it for an easier carry in the morning, to be fair, because it won't be like, like limp
Squishy.
body. He'd be frozen solid.
The rigor mortis will be rigor mortis.
That
We're-
too.
If there's a root around, we're gonna tie him to the root
Okay,
just in case.
all right.
It'll be easier to find him that way too.
They rope around him and drag him along with us the next time.
Just kind of like a leash.
Alrighty. So he is secured to a root via piece of rope. You are all within 5 feet of the fire.
The guard just sees a dead body. Is he okay? Oh yeah, no, that's just my corpse I'm taking out for a morning walk.
Weirder things have happened in D&D.
It just needed a walk, air it out. Starting to
So,
stink.
when do we want to? Who wants to start off on the first watch?
I can do the first watch.
Okay. You have the first
All right, so
2 hours or 4 hours?
it would be a 3-hour watch. So 3 and 3 is 9. Yeah, it would be 3-hour watches for the 4 of you, and that would be everybody gets at least 8 hours. Wait,
Okay.
hold on. Everybody, no. Tazar, you don't need a 4-hour sleep, but you need to be remain inert for 8 hours. So yeah, 3-hour watch apiece.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
so Zinkus, you're going first on your watch. The other 3 of you, you Well, Tavax, you tuck into Mansour's bedroll. I'm guessing Mansour. Are you kicking him out of your bedroll?
No, I'm just pushing my feet towards him where he's warm because that's what he is. He's a foot warmer right now.
Fair
You're his
enough.
bed warmer.
Hey, now, let's keep it at feet.
Let's keep it at feet.
Only feet. Only feet.
Only feet. Ooh, plug.
Plug, bumper. So as the rest of you climb into your bedrolls within 5 feet of the fire, Zinkus, you begin to take your watch. Now, are you stationary? Or are you walking around? How do you take your watch?
I'm going to be walking around because, well, it's cold. And even though I'm by the fire, I'm going to keep moving to stay warm.
Okay.
Because as an elf, looks like half high and half wizard or wood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really only need the trance, but I'm just going to try to stay warm.
All right.
Plus, I'm too excited. We had 2 battles already. Now we're camping, and now I'm doing watch.
This is all new stuff. All right, so as you take your watch, you kind of patrol around the camp itself, not getting too far away. I'd say probably, 10 feet, 15 feet away from the fire, just making a slow circle around, checking on the body here and there, right?
Yeah, I basically I did the circle to keep the one side warm, and then I turn around and do the circle the other way to keep the other side warm.
Fair enough. I need a survival or perception check from you, please. The first
about the
hour
same, so-
goes by, and the moon doesn't come out really because it's the moon is covered by the clouds. As I said, it was overcast during the day. It is overcast at night. But you have your dark vision. There's just enough light to keep your dark vision relevant. And excuse me, the first hour goes by, and you see the mist just floating through the forest. At this point, probably about 50 feet away from the trail itself. You get the heebie-jeebies a bit as you hear the forest noises coming through. You have caws and callings from the night birds that live in the forest. You see an ermine chirping in the underbrush as it looks up at the sky for a passing owl or bird of prey. The second hour, you see to the north, just in the distance, a big cloud of the mist floating. This is about I'd say maybe a 50-foot round block of the cloud just floating from the vanishing hills to the east and north towards the citadel of Ancalis. As it goes out of distance, you see behind it that all the animals, like there was a rabbit, it went over, and it's just standing there in the ground, not moving. After about 5 or 6 minutes, it begins to twitch its nose, and then about 10, 15 minutes later, it kind of shakes its head and scampers off.
I'll make a note of it to tell the person on the next watch.
At the end of the second hour, just going into the third, you hear a howl in the quivering forest. Very distinct, this oh, but you see nothing. It's responded by with 2 other howls.
Are they further? Do they sound further away, or?
They sound so. The one sound like it came about from, I would say, a distance of directly south of you into the quivering forest, and the other 2 sound like they come from the southeast.
Okay.
And at the end of the third hour, your watch is over. Who was next?
I mean, I'm sure that all the training I had probably included recognizing some noises. I mean, I realized they'd be different here because it was a different area, but
Enough to know that it's a canine creature of some sort.
yeah.
I guess, Tazar, I will take the second watch.
All right, Tazar, and one same question to you. Do you sit stationary for your watch or do you patrol?
I'm gonna sit stationary for the watch so I can use my trance to be in a meditative state but still keep track of the surroundings.
Okay.
I was like, yeah.
So if you're going to try to trance through your watch, that's going to change the DC a little bit. But, I mean, if you roll an 8 like Mac did, it's not going to help much anyway. Um, you roll me a survival or a perception check, please.
Skills. 7 plus 3 is 10.
That's a 10. Okay. First 2 hours go by. Nothing really happens. Middle way through the third hour, you look up into the forest and you see 4 glowing lights. You look at them; they look like eyes that are glinting across the with the basic light that's in the area that they're looking at you. And then as your eyes go to meet theirs, they disappear.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Very much closer. You hear, well, not closer because you don't know the first ones, but these ones, the howl, 2 ring out in a duet of, "Ow!" They sound very close, within 150 feet.
Well, I would have told him everything that he saw and heard.
So then these would sound closer. And the end of your third hour happens, and that is all you get.
Okay, then. I keep one of my daggers drawn on my person while just in case, just to be battle ready
Okay.
as I head off to bed, prepared for letting whoever take over the next watch.
And who's going third?
We
I
didn't
will.
decide where we tap again.
Who is it?
So Mansour will.
Okay. So same
So
question
gets
to you,
up-
sir. Yep, go ahead.
He gets up grumpily and folds the blanket over on the little guy. Leaves it open so he can breathe, and I'll take over the watch. Or assume the watch.
Mhm.
And I need to, what again?
Survival or a perception check? Are you stationary or are you moving?
Moving.
Okay, so you're patrolling around the camp itself. And I need a, survival or perception check.
Let's see. They're both the same, so I'll go with survival.
Hey, look at that.
With a 19, you see just at the start of your first hour, 3 gray shapes exit the woods. They get just outside of the tree line, and you can see they look to be large dogs, like mastiffs. And they're just watching you. They're not growling, their hackles aren't up, but they are watching you. And they are not sitting, they are standing. Look to be at attention.
And how far are they?
At the tree line, so I'd say about 50 feet.
50 feet. If they come any closer, within 40 feet of us, I will ready in action to use Sacred Flame on the center one.
Okay. And they sit there for the rest of the first hour. Nothing happens for the rest of that first hour. The second hour goes by, you and them are just staring at each other. They're not moving. They're just watching. Midway through the third hour, You hear a rustling over by the body. 19 was a good roll.
So when I hear the rustling by the body, I shout out to everyone, time to wake up, boys. Looks like we're gonna have wolf tonight.
As you say that, the 3 mastiffs slink back into the forest. And the rest of you are awake.
Anything over by the body?
As you run over to check the body, you see that the rope has been cut. You see humanoid footprints, boots on the ground. You see a heel and then the sole of the foot definitely imprinted in the frost of the evening. The body is still there.
So they cut the rope. They were going to try and take it, and that's when.
That is what you can surmise.
Okay. Well, it looks like they were going to try.
Everything okay? I mean, it's really nice and warm.
Is the morning starting to crest?
It will in just a little bit, probably another 30 minutes or so.
I'll stay awake for the rest of the watch and let everyone else get back to sleep.
All right. The third hour goes by, and as the end of your watch happens, the sun starts to crest. The pinkish hues of the morning begin to show in the eastern part of the sky, and your watch is over. As the sun comes up, you see that the footsteps go in a very long distance from where the body starts up about 200 feet or so, circle around the camp, always keeping about 100 feet of distance, and then back into the forest.
Is there and this is above table, I still have to get 2 hours of sleep to get my spells back, correct?
Yes, you do.
Okay. If that's what I find, I'd let the group know.
Okay.
And let them know that I'm going to take a 2-hour nap and then get ready for my prayers.
Alrighty. So Tavax, he tells you that as you wake up for your part of the watch. And at this point, the sun is, I wouldn't say it's up, but it's definitely visible. You don't need dark vision right now.
And I'm super excited because when I traveled with my caravan, I never got the chance to be on the watch because they had hired hands for that. So I am excited to go.
Alrighty. So are you stationary or are you patrolling?
Oh no, I'm patrolling. I'm trying to emulate how I saw the caravan guards do it. You know, I'm doing the little like march. I have a stick in my hand.
All right.
I'll stop and I'll put my hand up and point and like act like I'm pointing at stuff.
And you may roll me a survival check or a perception check.
I don't stand guard. I just get
What else is proficiency after it?
Right. So during your first 2 hours of watch, well, your only 2 hours, or three, well, yeah, your first 2 hours of watch, you hear the howling throughout the forest. Still just 3 voices. They sound farther away this time. The forest seems to loom as it's now fully encompassed by the mist. And from everything from like 6 feet down is just white. You can see the trunks going up to the top and the treetops with the leaves on it. That these are conifer trees, so they have needles, and they are visible. But everything about 6 feet and under is hidden from by the mist.
And I'll, having him tell me of what happened. I'll check back in on the body and like start to slowly, because it's probably pretty heavy and hard for me to move. I'll like slowly start moving it closer
Mm-hmm.
because the sun's up. We don't really need the fire anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of like start slowly dragging it for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
As you drag
After the first hour, I would probably be done trancing.
you would still have to stay stationary, but you can have your eyes open, definitely.
Yeah.
Zinkus is he goes to try to pull the body back. You look up into the forest and you see an elf perched up on the top of one of the trees, just hanging on to the tip of the conifer tree. It's his legs kind of leaning in, creating this really interesting triangle between his body and his arm being the vertices and the tree being the hypotenuse as he watches. Okay. And the second you latch eyes with him, he lets go and definitely sinks back into the mist. And you can see it parting as you're assuming he's running away. And that's the end of your watch.
I'm gonna start waking people up with my stick, kind of walk around. I did it. I watched the game.
And an elf watched you during it.
You are an elf.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Another elf up in the trees.
Isn't that where all elves are from?
That's racist.
That was incredibly racist.
Speciest. Come on now, speciest.
No,
Speciest.
we don't do 2024 of these. They're races. Races.
Racist.
Yeah, I mean, there are elves that are from the sea. There are even elves from the sky.
I've never met any of those. I thought everybody came from like the same places, and then you guys just kind of split off, and like we did our caravan.
Well, yeah, everybody's descended from elves. It's just weird mutations that make dwarves and humans. And...
You can see like when you're saying it, he just had no idea.
I like you. All right, let's get going.
So as you guys
We got it.
go ahead, as you guys start to break camp, what are you doing?
We got to eat something.
Burn me a
So,
ration.
How do you remove or change anything in your inventory? Do you have to unlock it?
Yes, you unlock your character sheet and then you just reduce the number by 1.
Okay. There we go. And how many torches did we go through?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
Like everybody's all of them?
I believe there was just 2 of them that said they were putting torches in, so I think that was Mansour and Tazar were putting torches in there for the night.
I take out one of my pieces of parchment and my ink pen, and I write down what Mac told me about elves, because now I have knowledge of that.
You think.
So as the party breaks camp and packs everything up, you will do your morning routines, whatever they may be, and we are going to end this portion of the session here, and we'll be back in just a few.
I'm going to read the note that my mom left me in the rations.
Okay. So we'll be right back. Thank you so much.